All right. So right now for question number 17. So same thing as usual. For number 17, whenever we want to start, we will read the question first. And the question gives me a clue that it is the second derivative. Okay, so I see my second derivative. It's 6x plus 3. So guys, from here, from second derivative, what can I do?
I'll make it first derivative by integrating 6x plus 3.
Very good. So right now, I don't need to write second derivative already. Yeah? You are professional, so we can just skip steps. Okay? So right now, when we integrate, what do we get?
6x squared plus 2. Over 2.
Plus
Plus
3x.
3x plus 3.
Very good, plus C. So right now over here, do not forget to simplify first to make your life easier later. And don't forget your dy dx. For me, I like to box it up. Because when I box it up, I know that, hey, later must come back. Because why? I need to go and find my...
Find C.
I
Find my C. Oh, I gotta find my C. Can you see the clue here? The gradient is negative 18. So it means that this is my gradient, is negative 18. And they also give me a clue here. Can you see x is 2? So it means that this one is 2. So right now I can start subbing in. I'll just sub dy dx equal to how much, guys?
80. Negative 18.
Negative 18.
And we need to sub in what other values?
X equals to 2.
Negative 60 and x equals to
All right, so now when we do this, we will get a C value of how much?
negative 36.
Excellento. Now, what do I do with my this negative 36?
Sum into
When you
dy.
sub into your 3x squared plus 3x plus.
So I just cancel this. I'll just put minus 36. All right, so right now I can move on. I'm gonna move on. And what does the question say? Did the question say any more? Now the question say find the coordinates of the stationary points. Ah, okay. So before I find the coordinates of my stationary point, what does stationary points means?
Dy dx equals to 0.
Okay, so I'm gonna sub dy dx equal to 0 into the equation. And what will I get now? So I'll get 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 3x minus 36. Means from here I can actually find my x values, right? So I'll get 2x values. And what are they?
X equals 3 or x equals negative 4.
Very good. So we either get x equal to 3 or x equal to minus 4. Okay, so from here, what will I also do? Because I know that this is my stationary points, right? But stationary point, if you want a coordinate, means you need x value, y value. You need an x value and a y value, correct? But I only have x value. See, x value and y value. So I need a y value. But do I even have any y equation?
No.
No, so we have a problem. So what must we do now to get my y equation?
Integrate again.
Yes, so right now to get my y equation, I'll just put y. I will actually integrate my dy dx. So dy dx I don't need to write down anymore. I can just write down the whole equation. Okay, so what do I get now, guys? Let's start integrating. What do you get?
3x cubed over 3 plus 3x squared over 2 minus 36x plus c.
Okay, and let's simplify it. So it means that we get y is equal to x cubed plus 3 over 2x squared minus 36x plus, oops, no more plus c because we already have plus c. So we need to have plus d. But right now, so same thing, I need to box it up because why? What's my priority? I need to go and find. Who do I need to find?
D.
So how am I going to find d? What value should I sub it in?
The y and x.
Okay, which y value? Where?
2 and negative 16.
Yes, sub in here. Okay. So right now we can write down, we're going to sub x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 60. So from here I can have my y equation. So not y equation yet. I need to find my d. So it means that it's minus 60 is equal to, so let's start in all the values. Okay, so what will you guys get? What's the d value that you guys get?
-2.
Yahoo! So I cancel it out. I just write down -2. So therefore, from here, I have my equation, right? What's my equation? Curve.
Y equals x cubed plus 3/2x squared minus 36x minus 2.
Minus 36x minus 2. Okay. And do you think from here you can find your stationary points already? What do you do to find your stationary points?
Okay.
Sub your x equals to 2.
X equal to 2? No. Stationary points, you know? Stationary points is from where? Stationary points means what?
Gradient is 0.
0.
Okay, this section here. So you must be very careful. Is
Sub x equals
Equals to 3 and x equals to -4.
so sub x equal to 3 and here is sub x equal to -4 into where?
Into the equation of curve.
Yes, into your y. So therefore, what do we get our y value already? So from here, our y value we got is
negative 69 half.
other one is
102.
no, is that 102? Oh yes, correct. 102. Okay, so from here we have our two coordinates already, right? So therefore, what are our coordinates?
Therefore, a bracket 3, comma, -69.
Okay, so right now I write down my stationary points first. So therefore, my stationary points are bracket
3, comma, -69, 102.
very good
And bracket -4, comma, 102.
okay. So we are officially done with the first part, but the second part is to determine the nature. So how are we going to determine the nature? So we're going to first use this point first, determine this nature. So what should we do? First or second derivative test?
Okay.
So for me, I'll use second. So you must put using second derivative test. We're going to find the value of the second derivative, right? So what's the value of the second derivative?
First, sub your x equals to 3.
So can you see your second derivative is here? Okay, but you need to sub who?
X equals to 3.
Yeah, so you get 6 bracket 3 plus 3 equal to 21, right? So what do you notice? So you can say that since your second derivative is
Positive.
more than 0, therefore, we know that what's this coordinate that we are focusing on?
Minimum
3
point.
bracket 69 half is minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah, it's a minimum point. Okay, so right now, but because we need the nature for 2 points, so we need to move on to the next one. So this is a second derivative. So which one do we use now?
Sub
Use
x -4.
6 -4 plus 3 is equal to?
Negative 21.
-21.
Okay, and then we can say that since the second derivative is
less than 0.
less than 0, therefore we can say that.
Negative 4,102 is a maximum point.
Very good. The end. Finish. Okay. So don't worry, I was record this. It's being recorded already. You all can actually try to do it as homework first. Then if you don't understand, you can replay this video. All right. So next up, we're going to move on to 18. Oops. Okay. Go. See, you have a faster way. Oh man. I realized that there's no other faster way except to connect to my keyboard and delete it. Okay, so for question number 18, the last one already. So now question number 18, also the same thing. So let's look at the question. So what does the question give me? The question give me is, what did they start off with?
A gradient is kx plus t.
So gradient is used what to represent?
dy dx.
Okay, so I have dy dx is actually equal to kx plus c. All right, okay. And they tell me that k and c are constants. Now, they give me another big clue. They say that the curve has a stationary point at this value. Okay, so what does that mean? Stationary point.
Dy dx equals to 0. X equals to 2.
This person is actually 0. And they say x is 2, means this person is actually, is it 2 or minus 2?
2.
Okay, this person is actually 2. Okay, but they cannot really, there's nothing, yeah, there's nothing much here, but except one equation. So I don't really have much clue except that I know that 0 is equal to 2k plus c. So I know that c is actually equal to 2k. Right? All right, so now let's move on. What else did they tell me? They say that what?
Intersects the y-axis at 0, 1.
Okay, the moment they tell me intersect the y-axis means what do I need already, guys?
Means your x-axis is 0.
Yeah, but what do I need from here? The moment they tell me intersect y-axis means what do I need to find?
Your x coordinate.
What do I need to find? If they say intersect the y-axis, I need who is intersecting the y-axis?
The curve.
The curve. So what does it mean? I need to find who?
Equation of the curve.
Yes, very good. The equation of the curve. So what is the equation of the curve?
Y equals, you integrate your kx plus t.
Yes, I'm going to, so I need to find my equation of my y, right? Because it's the curve. So I need to integrate my kx plus c. Okay, because intersect this means I need the curve equation, but I don't have it yet. So let's integrate, guys. And what do you get?
You get kx squared over 2 plus dx.
X plus d.
Yes, plus d. Do not forget the plus d. Then now what can we do already? Because it says 0 and 1, right? So we can sub who?
Sub x equals 0, y equals 1.
So I'll box it up first, guys. I'll box it up. So I must remember that these are the information I need to use later. So I sub x equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. Okay, so 1 is equal to k 0 square over 2 plus c0 plus d. Means what? 1 is actually equal to 0 plus d, right? Means I have my d value. My d value is actually equal to
1.
1. So I'm going to highlight it. Means this person is actually a value of, cancel it. And put
1.
Yes, and put 1. Okay, so right now let's continue. What else do they say? They say, hey, find the equation of the curve. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of trouble here because to find the equation of curve, do you realize that I still have a few unknowns? Right now, guys.
Yeah.
What is my equation of my curve? So let's go and write down first. I have y is equal to k. Do I have the value of k?
No.
No.
Okay, so I just put first k. And then I have x squared over 2 plus, do I have my c?
No.
No.
I have. Here. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I see I told you guys must remember to box it up. Box it up, then you'll remember that you need to go and do it later. So what is my c value?
2k.
Yes, 2k. Then after that, do I have my x?
No.
Yeah, so just x there as x, but I have my d is plus 1. Okay, so I know that my y equation is actually k over 2x squared plus 2kx plus 1. But I need to find my value of who?
Find your value of k.
So right now, what do I do already? Is there any clues I have not used?
Sub your sub the 0, 1.
Okay, sub 0, 1. Why do you do that?
Sub x equals 2 and y equals -3.
Yes, because we have not used that yet, right? So we sub that x equal to 2 and y is equal to -3. And what do we get now?
-3 equals k 2 square plus
Plus 2k bracket 2k.
Okay,
Times 2. Yeah.
I think I better
Plus.
clarify. Qian, you know why you cannot put 0, 1 or not? Because k
Because you already use.
0, do you realize the k is gone? Right, Qian?
Yes.
So that's why we don't do that. Okay, because our objective is to find k. All right, so let's go and solve this and tell me, what do you guys get?
-2k.
Sorry?
This
There's
is
a,
Oh, this is 2k. Minus 2k.
because if 0 is equal to 2k plus c, c is not 2k. C is actually,
-2k.
yes, minus 2k. So if c is minus 2k means here is minus 2k. Here it's minus 2k. And what else? Any more?
The red color one.
Okay, the red color one. So here is also minus 2k. Any more? No more, right? Okay, so with that, what is your k value?
K is 2.
K equals to
Yeah, correct. K is equal to 2. Okay, so now we got k is equal to 2. So we can actually sub back into the equation already, right? The y value equation. Okay, so sub it inside and what do we get? Y is equal,
Y equals to x squared minus 4k. Minus 4x plus.
yes, ta-da, finish the end. So that's it for part 1. We found the equation already. Next up, part 2. Okay, so part 2, they say that find the equation of the tangent. Now, guys, before you find equation of tangent, you need 2 things. Because equation, remember, you always need 2 things. You need the what? Equation is always y equal to mx plus c, right? So to find your equation, you need number 1,
the gradient and the y-intercept.
not just y-intercept. Because sometimes they will
Gradient.
y-intercept.
The c value.
Yes, the gradient and the c value. Not c value. No. Gradient and the You need one more thing. What do you need?
Or the coordinates.
Yes, the coordinate. Because only the coordinate will give you your C value. Okay, because coordinate means this and this. Okay, so now let's go and find the equation of the tangent. So equation of the tangent means you need the what first? Equation of tangent means you need a gradient, right? So gradient is being represented by who?
Gradient is being represented by
What's the gradient represented by?
Kx plus c.
Gradient means what?
dy dx.
Exactly. So do we have the dy dx?
Yeah,
Kx plus c.
Okay, so what is the dy dx? We found out is kx.
2x. Yes,
Do we have the value of your k?
yes.
Which is
2x plus c.
the value of c?
Yes.
How much is your c?
For -4.
Yes, -4 because you sub in the k value here, right? So you get -4. So now I have my gradient already. So I always like to put that this is my gradient of my tangent. So I'm aware of it that, hey, later I must come back to here again because this is my gradient of tangent that I found. So next I need my coordinate. Do I have my coordinate? Any coordinate in a question that they give me?
Yes.
Here, right? So I can actually sub in the coordinate and also sub in what? Actually, nothing yet. So if I sub in, first thing first is I will want to find the actual gradient, correct? Is there any way I can find the actual value of the gradient?
Sub your x.
Equals 0.
Okay, so I have my actual value of my gradient, and my actual value of my gradient is
-4.
-4. So this is the gradient of my tangent. So I have my gradient of a tangent already. Do you think right now we can actually go and find my C value
Yeah.
Yeah.
in my 0, 1, right?
Yeah.
To who?
To the
Y equals x squared minus 4x plus 1.
Must be
You mean
very
no.
y
equation
equals
is always
x
what?
plus c.
-4x plus c.
The default gradient of the equation is always y equal to mx plus c. And we already have the m, we have the x, we have the y, right? So it's 1 is equal to, the m is -4, 0 plus c. So therefore, I know that my c value is,
1.
and therefore, I know that the equation of my tangent is,
Y equals -4x plus 1.
the end. Congratulations, we are done.